King D, back with another one. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. All you kings and queens, I really do. I hope it's been great. So, I want to talk about New Year and reflecting on the year as well. I think it's very important. I do this every year. I always sit down, have a bit of me time, and just reflect on how the year's gone, what I could have done better, what I've learned, and all them kind of things. So I'm going to recap my year anyway, guys. Why not? And while I'm doing it, I'm hoping this is going to help you to look at your year and be able to reflect on the year you've had and what you can do coming into the next year, 2024. So there we go. So I have learned so much this year. I really have. And mostly, I've learnt more about myself than anything, because I've really had to question myself, especially doing this. If I'm going to be talking to people about life and how to live it, then I really need to question my own beliefs, for one thing. And I've really had to understand myself as well, and understand how I operate and why I do the things I do, and really dig deep and find out who I am. And I feel like I've done that this year, and it's been a tough year as well. And one thing I've learnt this year is to find beauty in the hard times, in the dark times. Find beauty in it, which ain't easy. It's not, but I can. It has been. I'd say the last 6 months has been the toughest 6 months of my life, probably. I mean, the big one with my dad, obviously, passing away, and just a mountain of shit daily ever since, really. But it all kind of fallen into place just right, and timing-wise, everything sort of. The storm passed just in time for Christmas, which is beautiful in itself as well. And I'm feeling more like me. And timing-wise, again, I'm ready to kick 2024's arse. I'm going to make it my bitch. And I'm ready. I've been in survival mode for a long time, and then slowly finding the energy to slowly build myself back up to the man I was. But it's on, I'd say it's on a better foundation. I've had to knock it all down, and this year has humbled me with how difficult it's been. And I've learned to be grateful for that as well, grateful for hard times, which I hope you guys can too. If you've had a tough year, be grateful, because it's the hard times that make you who you are. No bullshit, true story. And not just that, it's when you're going through hard times, well, you're going to appreciate the good times a hell of a lot more, aren't you? And like I said, timing-wise, I'm grateful for this as well. The storm passed just in time for Christmas, and I've really, really enjoyed myself this Christmas. I spent it with some great people, and it's made me appreciate them more as well. I've got some great people in my life. I really have. My kids, some close family and friends as well. And how can I not feel great having these people in my life? And this Christmas has really reminded me of that as well. So it's been mega. And again, it's the first time this year as well. I mean, I come out the gates like a fucking steam train, and I really did. And I hit it hard, and I worked myself very hard as well. And I haven't really stopped. Now, there was a spell I stopped with the YouTube, but in terms of just keep pushing with work and everything else, I haven't stopped. This is the first break really I've had, and it's been really nice as well to have a break, because I mean I've accumulated. There we go, that right. Not attempt it again. I got it right once. You know what the word I'm using. I did that anyway, with several injuries that I've picked up from just keep working all the time and doing it all on my own. So it's been nice to rest and recover and do nothing. It's the first time this year I've done absolutely nothing, and I'll tell you, except get a big belly. I might even down, sorry, you're not seeing it. I might do a before and after picture. I'll take a picture of my fat gut start of this year, and then however long it takes me to get abs again, I'll do the after picture. Why not? But yeah, so I've been working on a little belly. That's been fun. Eating shit and just overindulging. And the reason why I've been doing that is because, you know, I've relied on some comforts to get me through difficult times this year, and I've beaten myself up over that as well. But I've done a video on it, survival mode. I've been in survival mode for a long time, but I'm no longer there now, and it really is time again, timing wise. New Year's come at the right time, where I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. I've took some big knocks this year, and I kept getting back up, because that's what I'm all about, and that's what I need you to be all about as well. And I'm ready. I'm ready to bend 2004 over and give it a good fucking duck. I'm making it my bitch. I really am. So I have been overindulging. I ain't gonna lie, guys. And I'm not promoting overindulging, but I've been that strict on myself in the new year, and I'm really going for it as well, that my mind's like, well, we want some chocolate and shit then, since you're not letting us eat it in the new year. So, and it's been kind of fun just sitting around getting fat. It has been. It's been nice. So getting back to what I've learned this year as well, I've learned so much. Again, like about myself, I'm always self-reflecting, and I can't stress this enough, guys. Self-reflection is one of the biggest skills in life. It's the only real way you're going to grow, really, and understand yourself and not keep making the same mistakes you make throughout life as well. You know, there's a reason why we do the things we do, and 9 times out of 10 it stems from childhood or whatever, and you've got to figure that out. Figure out who you are, figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, what needs work. And we're all a work in progress. Till the day we die, we are a work in progress, and it's important to realise that as well. I've always had these high expectations of myself, and this year it's something I've had to work on and go, you know, I am human, I have limitations. I've had to learn that. Where I was super disciplined for the first half of this year, so disciplined and so proud of myself. Look at my body of work and think, God, I haven't stopped. And I've never been so productive. And in turn, I've never felt so proud and you know, really achieving something, and really listening to the inner me that wants to be somebody, and doing it, and doing something, actually having a go. You know, like, so my mind has rewarded me for that. Well, then obviously taking some knocks, it all kind of went a bit tits up, but I've just plodded on and just kept powering through, knowing that it's going to get easier. I've just got to keep looking forward and keep going. Well, I've done that now, and like I said, I'm no longer in survival mode anymore. I am feeling good. And for a long time I was looking for a win, which I've spoken about before, needing a win, because daily something's going tits up. I mean, I don't know how I'm not homeless, to be honest. The amount of unlucky circumstances I've been through, mostly financial, that it's just unfortunate events that, you know, I'm just being tested daily. But I got through it, and I'm still afloat. I'm doing alright. Yeah, I made it. You know, 2023 has not been kind, but I fucking made it, Duck. I've made it. And in turn, as much as I can beat myself up thinking, you know, I've not had the energy when my dad passed to be as productive as I was. But being productive really was surviving, getting through the fucking day. Going to work was a challenge. Being on my own, doing driveways, patios, all that kind of thing. It's not fucking easy on your own when you got no energy and you're riddled with injuries and whatnot. But I did it. So anything else was too much of an ask sometimes. So I did what I could, and just tried not to beat myself up about it. So if you can relate to any of that, then don't beat yourself up. You know, if it has been a tough year, you do what you can. Yeah, let's just keep going. That's what it's all about, you know. And I'm really grateful for it because, you know, I come out this year like old Billy Big Bollocks, like I knew all the fucking answers, talking about life, mental health, all this, that and the other. I'm like, oh, I know my stuff. And then it's like the good Lord himself went, all right, let's put you to the test then. And he has, big time. I'm not going to go over everything that's happened this last 6 months, but I've been tested, and it sounds mental, I know it does, but I'm genuinely grateful for the test and for the challenge, because I'm only going to be stronger from it. And I get talking about mental health and life and that, and then really going through it is it's been interesting. It's been a journey, and still talk about it. And I think my channel's evolved as well, where I am more open. I'll just say it. You know, I'm not spouting wisdom from a tower, from an ivory tower, like I know best, like I'm special. I ain't fucking special. Nobody is. And yeah, it's been nice to be humbled, and you know, understand that you can know your shit. You can know the ins and outs about mental health and all this, that and the other, but it's still going to get you. It is. Like it got me, and it's been a journey. I'm so grateful for it, because it's building blocks for next year. And next year I'm going to be a better man than I've been this year, and that's always my New Year's resolution, which is another video in itself. Stay tuned. Is my New Year's resolution every year is to be a better me than I was the year before. And by God, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. I mean, for granted, in my younger years, I didn't set the bar very high, so it's not been that difficult. But I am getting to a point now where it is getting harder, and I like the challenge, because that's what I'm all about. Growth, self-improvement, you know, being the best you, and not just for others, it's for yourself as well. And not getting it twisted by what I mean by being the best you. I mean being the best you by living true to you. That's life. That's what life's all about. And I think it is. That's what life's all about. It's being true to who you are and figuring out who you are. Maybe that's the purpose of life, eh? And to enjoy it and to struggle. I believe that. I believe we are here to struggle. So get struggling, and be it with something that's worth it. What do you want to do in life? Well, nothing worth having or achieving is going to be easy. So, and we're all going to struggle regardless. So you might as well be struggling for something that's worth fucking struggling for, yeah? So find your thing. Find what that inner you is screaming at you. That inner you is screaming at you. Chances are you're just not listening. And it's hard to listen when you've got all these other voices, all these other people and influences and duties, responsibilities and tough times and whatever. Yeah, there's plenty of distractions to drown out that inner voice, but the inner voice is there and it's screaming at you. So get listening, okay? And yeah, I've learnt so much this year. My channel's evolved. I said that. Like my delivery, for one thing. I've cut out a lot of the editing shit because, well, that was sending me eyes funny. I'm getting headaches and all sorts. So that's one reason. Other reason is just, I think, just being authentic and just not sugarcoating shit and being as honest as I can about who I am. And, you know, that transparency, I think people are going to relate more. They see me struggling and that I have struggled and that I ain't perfect. I've got flaws. We all have. And I've got shit to work on, which is great because it gives me something to do. Do you know what I mean? Got to be doing something. So I'm happy, and I'm happy with the channel. I'm very proud of myself. Who would have thought I mean, the amount of projects I've started over the years, I've always had dreams, dream big, and all these ideas, creative ideas of wanting to do this, that, and the other. Well, this is the one thing that's really stuck, and I think partly is because it is making a difference to at least one person. It is making a difference, and a positive difference as well. And looking at the world we're living in, we need people to be making a positive difference. So I take a lot of pride in what I'm doing, and it motivates me just to keep doing it. And I'm never going to stop, because if I did, what's that teaching? What's that teaching everybody? Just give up. I mean, I'd like more subscribers, but I'm not arsed. Do you know what I mean? At this stage, because I put some serious graft in. But that's not what it's about. That's not why I do this. Yeah, if I'm doing that, then I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, aren't I? So I'm not doing this YouTube to blow up. I'm not doing YouTube to have 1 million subscribers and be rich and live in a mansion. I'm not doing it for that. That's I've never been interested in stuff anyway. I don't give a shit. I'm doing it because I want to make a difference, and it's a purpose of mine that I'm very passionate about. And if I don't do it, that inner me is going to fall out with me, and it will. I can't go a day of doing just fuck all. If I had a day sat on this sofa eating shit all day, watching telly, curtains shut all day, guarantee you now I'm going to be miserable. I will be depressed by the end of the day, because that inner me don't want it. It's like, no, we've got to be doing something. We've got bigger ideas for this life than keeping your head down and chilling. Yeah, so I'm doing it, and that's why I feel good. So chances are you're the same as well. So figure it out. I want you to, I'm giving you all this because I really want you to look at your life the same way as I'm looking at mine. Yeah, so get on with it. Self-reflection is not easy. I mean, 15 years ago, I thought I had all the answers, and I thought, I'm always fucking right, Duck. And I can look back on me 15 years ago and think, you were a fucking idiot, mate, and somebody should have gave you a right slap and pulled your head out your own arse. Yeah, so we don't all know the answer, and the more I learn, the more I realise I know fuck all, which is humbling in itself as well. And again, I think it's right for this. So there's that. And I think this year as well, I think I've really learnt more about what's important in life. And I think losing my dad taught me a lot as well. It taught me how much he meant to me, and how much I mean to my children as well. And just people in general, and how important human connection is, and moments in time, because one day that's all there is. That's all there will be. When I go, all that's left of me is memories, and it's going to be them moments with those that I leave behind, and they mean something. So every now and then, so I'm all for working hard and pushing yourself and really making sacrifices to do what it is you want to do in life. But I do still think that human connection and moments in time are right up there with your purpose. So every now and then, don't work yourself too hard, and take a moment to soak it all up, and which I've done this Christmas. I really have. I've spent it with, every day I've been seeing a friend or a family member, or I've had time with my kids, and it's been beautiful. It's been ace, and I've just, you see me I'm smiling all the time, because I'm just like, I love my life. I really do. And a few months ago, I didn't. I was really, really struggling, and it was so hard just to get through the fucking day. And I conquered it. I got there. I got through it, and I can look back now and just be so grateful for it. It sounds mental, I know, it really does, but I'm happy as fuck, and I wouldn't be this happy if it weren't for the hardships. Because if we were happy all the time, it'd lose its meaning, wouldn't it? So we've got to be tested. We've got to have those hard times, and I'm really grateful for it. And another thing I'm really grateful for, guys, is you lot. And it's been amazing, the support I've had since starting this. Because you think I put myself out there doing this, and it's a bit daunting, really. I mean, I don't really give a fuck what anyone thinks of me anyway. I know me deep down, I'm a good person, so that's all that matters. But even still, it's daunting. You know, I'm creating something, and it's a part of who I am, and I'm putting it out there for the world to judge. So it is a bit daunting, you think, because I know I'm a bit of a dick and I'm a bit strange as well. But I'm alright with that. You know, a few years ago, or maybe more than that, I wouldn't have been. You know, I mean, it was an issue. But I've learned to like being me, and that's been a job in itself over the years, learning to like being me. And now that I am, and I can do more about it, and I can help people who are struggling themselves. Another reason why I do this fucking thing. So yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who supports this channel, all my subscribers, for all the views and all the comments, and they've really motivated me and kept me going. And not that I'm going to stop anyway, like I said, but it's nice to be listened to. And some days, I mean, this channel's turned into my own therapy sometimes. So I appreciate you all listening. I really do. It's really meant a lot to me, and that's humbling in itself as well, that, you know, that people want to listen. I think, wow, that's great. And people I didn't even think, I've had people stop me in the street saying, oh, I love your channel. I'd never in a million years expect you to be watching my channel, and it's crazy who comes out the woodwork like that. And, you know, my friends and family that have really supported me doing this as well. And it's been great. It really has. So, every single one of you, thank you very much. You know, this is my purpose, and you're all part of the journey with me. And you're all helping in your own way as well. And you're helping me, so as much as I like to think I'm helping you guys, you're really helping me too. So we'll wrap it up. We will. Why not? Because I am rambling. As you know, it's what I do. It is what I do. So I just want to wish you all a very, very happy New Year. I genuinely hope you have one. I really do. And yeah, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride and listening. So, be the best you, and do it for you. Happy New Year. Cheers, guys.